Straight aggression attack soon. He's going to see them all. Headshots to line up. Sees Marcos. Next up, Jedka's going to find that trade. A 2-for-1 trade, however, favours the big side. And they suppress from the back lines here as they defend that B control. Vista haven't really got many options to rotate back here. They've got to commit as players continue to fall. Finally, CSGO falls back towards lower. There's a 3 versus 2. Vista have got to rotate the short. Jedka's going to see them coming in from CT. No, he's pixels away. Bomb plant will be attempted. They'll make their way up towards ramp though, and Goofy has no idea where they're at. They can hide behind the box at this stage. Jedka can potentially be siphoned off from the bomb plant position itself. Does get that 1 kill on Keto, but Flashbang's coming in. They've tapped it once. They'll stick it for permanence here. They know where Jedka is, so there's no chance he can deny this. It will be a pistol that goes the way of Big.
Beautiful retake in for the big side, and potentially have a little bit of a late lurk, but for Big, they're just playing retake from here.
Oh, Jedka catches CSGO through the smoke, so that's a 1-for-1. Right about that retake mode. Falling back out of position, they're going to leave the FAMAS of the anchor on the site. However, Tabson wants a little bit more than just a retake key. He's got the frag on Jedka. 20 seconds remaining. T slowly facing forward. They'll get that bomb plant on the short control. Facing back and forth for Tabson. Still looks for Sparrow. Sparrow gets that trade, and Vista turn a 3v3.
Now it just comes down to the gunfights being won out by the Vista side. They've been able to maintain the short control, but now the CTs are coming into action.
Facing slowly but surely. AK, Sparrow catches off the M4, doesn't get a kill against him. Sparrow return to 6 HP instead. Ponchek on site, finds Tizzy and gets that kill involved. Keto and Zataras are so heavily tagged though, and Ponchek can line them up, knock them down, nice and efficient for the first round for Vista as well.
Difficult retake coming in for Big, especially in the position where you've got both players or 2 players without Kevlar and no kits. They really might just have to save from here.
Yeah, especially with Sparrow peeking out, getting rid of the only rifle they had there for the CT side. Another kill could come through as Zentaris. Pabson peeks forward and Ponchek deals with him all the same. Tizian, having a Mac 10. Now being challenged by Marcos as Mac 10. He could get both of these kills nice and easy right here. Tizian has no idea. Headshot easy. Second player's too low. And round the corner, he'll get his double. $1,200 gained on the extra money bonus. And Vista, first kill found. Tizian continues extending up towards suicide. Goofy might not be ready for this angle. He still thinks he's there in mid. Oh, this flank is going to get checked. Goofy returns back to the 44.
Oh, Ponchek's gathering this info though. B's completely open, but Keto still wins the kill, and Tapson gets one with the AK.
Okay, that works. Sure, why not? 4v2 scenario, Goofy on 19. Jedka on 100's got to be doing the heavy lifting. Goofy's in a bit of a bad spot here. Is there a second spot to go down to that cross? I believe that there might be. No, they're going to jump face it instead. Molotov in and Tabson forced away. Goofy gets his kill, but Tabson and CSGO quickly chime in with that gap in the smoke, hurting Vista in the end. Big will find their second round. Now the smokes come in for Vista to do damage with the execution. Flashes going over. CT players force back. AWP waiting. M4 taps and sprays. Does damage on several individuals. And Searson gets caught burning a little bit. Starting to rotate around. Look into the CT spawn. Jedka gets his kill on Tabson. Sparrow follows suit on Searson. So it'll be a 4 versus 3 with Goofy being the only man traded. Jedka is low. So the retake could still be on here. But with Sparrow lurking in CT spawns and Taras doesn't have a clue. But he reads the angle anyway. 3v3.
This has got to be on for the retake now for Big. They've got the kits in play and a little bit of util too.
All held out Gandalf in a very open position. If they had a nade here, which they do, can they put that to the right position? No. It sails right past Jedka, and Marcus is allowed to strike on the first man. Not quite the second shot. The third flick also doesn't land. Keto and Zentaris get those trades! And quickly Zentaris peeks out with the one shot against Ponchek. A triple up for him on the retake, and Big take 3. Molotov's inbound as they suppress the players over at the longhouse, and the smokes and flashes go over. 16 seconds. Goofy going to dive down towards the CT spawn, or at least attempt to do so. It's Searson gets that kill. Taps on the wraparound. C2 players. Transfers his spray towards both. And the bomb plant fakes. One Sparrow trying to bait in the CT players, but now he's dead out of time. White as snow. Tapson gets the kill for his triple. What a backstab that was. Gap in that smoke. A lot of gaps in smokes I've seen here from Vista's utility sets up, and it's going to favour them. Goofy's dry face is going to favour them as well. Ponchek boosting up, gets the kill on Zentaris. And when Vista look like this, they look like a team that can upset Big.
Yeah, that's a beautiful round coming in for the Polish side. Oh, whiff coming through from the M4. Very, very sloppy on the spray there out from Tizzy. And now at a position where Keto's pretty much just got to save onto the AWP. We know that the loss bonus is starting to kick it back a little bit for the big side. Yeah, they've got money in the reserve, but all in all for Vista, they just work with the default. They get the opening pick out towards Searson from the short position, and now they're going hunting.
They've done some homework coming into this matchup, which does encourage things a little bit, but if Keto keeps hitting blind shots, then we might be looking down some very interesting moments there for the big side. Good kill to at least get an exit, but it won't do much damage to the overall Wisla economy state. They'll have to choke real hard or give away some very silly duels, but if they hold their current setup, then there's no way back in for Wisla. What a sequence from k1to as well. Straight shot on the first man, backing up after the initial contact. Reading the timing so well. CSGO gets his kill on Sparrow. k1to follows suit on Ponchek. And yeah, this is not around the big can lose from here. Even the AWP's been spotted. Oh, Tamsin toying with his food there, but he gets the kill together in the end. Now they're going to make their way in towards that B site. Xantares with the M4 be the Lone Ranger watching the mid control. Gets that one good frag and that second and that third. Actually supported by k1to, stealing the kill away. Ponchek does get another good frag back, but k1to and Tizian are able to get a couple more kills involved. And I imagine that despite Marcos' great efforts, it looks like Big might be able to secure this round. Depends on how Tabs is going to play out with the AWP. Peeking above said smoke, looks towards the rough positions of the T side. Can't line up the shots, though the flashbang's going to support them. Ahead's been seen. They know that Sparrow's close to the site. He's also been aware that he's basically been compromised at this point. Has to go for the bomb plant. And Tabson lands his kills. And Taris trades him back as Sparrow finally falls. AWP at k1to locking on a Ponchek. He's been accurate as anything in this one. And now Jedka's going to be a little bit more so. Tap to the head of the first. Two more players to find, swings out to both of them, and that cost him his life and cost him the round. Those are the two players you look at initially as like the first port of call. Flashes over Tizian with the M4, sees Goofy and Jedka. Jedka will trade it back, taps in there with 2 kills to respond. One past the smoke and all. That nade on Ponchek is going to actually sail wild of it. Sparrow's made his way out to the site, but CSGO still deals with it, sees that next man, knows that last man is there. And now he's in a 1 versus 2. Ponchek has found 1 kill, needs to get himself a triple overall. He is isolating each individual duel against Big, but he's unable to win that fight against k1to. k1to's so ready for this angle. Second player also watching. Backs turned. Caught out in the open, not knowing where to go or what to do. Goofy gets Tabson, though. That's one good shot to strike. k1to trades back. Xantares sees the next man. Peeking back into the window as he tries to dominate the mid-control. Wisla on the rotations. They're going to go caught off for it, though. Spray lines up on 2 players, and Taris picks apart Jedka and Marcos, and Ponchek and Sparrow have no idea about his mid-backstab coming in from Tizian. He gets that first and that second, and efficiently locks out the 10-5 half for Big. Over towards the car position, he's got Goofy there. Will start pushing forward, seeing where Xantares is. Damage has been done. Marcos gets a secondary kill. A 5 versus 3 now gained here for Wisla. Smokes inbound for the quick T execution. Big going to try to recover this with speed and speed alone. Jedka watching back over at ramp. He's looking for the 2 players out there. Taps in, tag up, 20 HP for him. Marcos gets another good kill, but CSGO responds towards him at long last. The player in the backline is known. Jedka's tagged, but Goofy comes in with his own backstab, and suddenly CSGO's left alone to do it all. For the ace clutch, the bomb is on his back. He's got no util, has the Kevlar, but Goofy has the kill. Triple up for him, and a 6th round of Wisla. Flashes go over, they force the CTs back. Sparrow still reading this, however. Back turn, UMP will get overwhelmed by the rifle. Goofy with 1 good trade and a double up there for the CT. Spawn Sparrow can peek out, look for his 2 kills. Will burst through, catch them all. And all left is Xantares, and the backline's also dealt with to the 7th here for the board of Wisla. To be fair, Pinnacle did see the quick round streak turnaround coming in from Big when they got the guns out, and they might not even need the guns because they look like they predicted this well as well. Quick kills in the start. Goofy, Jedka, Sparrow going to be able to recover the situation, but still, lots of damage being done by these pistols. k1to, 6 HP, has the bomb on his back. He's going to get the plant out here. This is simple.
Oh my goodness, this is like a Glock round, then a couple of P250s. They've already got a couple of kills. Oh, k1to's planning open though.
Nades. No, flashbang turning, I should say. P250 out of the open. How's he going to deal with this? Oh, we've seen Jedka, but he can't get Sparrow. Too much HP to deal with. But 4 kills for k1to. They think they're all on site. He's going to hear 3 sets of footsteps. C3 heads. Spray's gone awkward. He connects it together, though. Doesn't find Ponchek. 2 versus 2. Him and Marcos to recover this round. Marcos already recovered the man advantage and recovered his life on the short control. That bomb's ticked quite far, though, and they've got no kits in play. Flashes inbounds, and Tara's peeking out. Does not see Ponchek. Smoke goes back to cover him off. Going to try and escape here back into the open because I think the retake's off the table here for Wisla Krakow. They do find tabs and at least try and keep him suppressed and do damage towards the T side line, make this round expensive. Xantares almost falls as well. In fact, he'll fall on the bomb site with the bomb explosion. M4 in for Sparrow, though, and again, no kits to go for this. If they're going to go for it, they've got to act quick, and Ponchek domes CSGO. That's 1 good frag. Counter flashes involved. Player at Goo's going to get checked here. Tabson swings back, gets the kill instead. Tizian follows suit on Ponchek. A Gandalf. Jedka finally falls, and Sparrow's cleaned up all the same. So, Whilst there was an effort to retake there for Wisla, it doesn't come up good for them. More from the long control, so here they go. Wisla flashed out of angle. Marcos does get caught by it. The M4 start making their way up towards ramp. Zataris caught off 2 kills on Sparrow and Ponchek. Sirison caught back in the backline. Jump phase. They're going to try and go for him here. Try to isolate the AWP. AK comes in to bail him out. Jedka gets Sparrow on the TK actually. Tizian dives in to look for the last exit frag. But in the end, they'll all go up in smoke. As Big take their 14th. Some expensive rounds coming their way, but they are coming their way. Sirison straight shot in. Smokes down. Scout picked up. Marcos watching with the AWP, the Molotov's inbound, the flash is going over, the turn away from Deagle. Picked up by Goofy, gap in the rice bag, still doesn't lead towards the kill. Keto close to the flames, sees the AWP, flash blinded by Tizian support, and Keto doubles up against Jedka as well, so Ponchek, not much he can do, immediately wiped off the face of the earth. Big just...
You've got to be able to have that playmaker, you've got to be able to have that guy, or a couple of players that are really at the sort of hold.
Could still hold off, get that opening kill. Seeing the nades inbound, didn't see the players themselves. The flashbang will give it a little bit of support. Then the entries, they see what's going on, and finally Sparrow gets caught off. Centaurus follows suit. Wisla dismantled again. Perfect utility placement to blind off with a nade, a flash, a smoke, whatever it was. A 5v3 retake that's just got to come through now for Wisla Krakow. Flashes over for Goofy, inbound the AWP as Keto strikes once again. Much better than the AWP of the T side. Marcos going to lean forward his ult, the secondary one in, looking to the back lines, looking to the front. Jedka caught off. And this one's over here. This will be a 16-8 for Big to close out map 1. Their map picker Dust 2. Wisla fought valiantly. It looked to be close at the start of things. Marcos will try and make it a little bit competitive towards the end, but it's Big that walk away with the victory. Pretty clean, pretty confident, and that's why they're the favourites in this matchup as we head towards the break. Wisla, we've got to get it together. They'll start things off on the T side to kick things off immediately in the pistol round. Look at Tabson's flank though. Jedka has no idea about this, neither did his teammate at Pop Dog, neither did his teammate at T-Con. Perfect headshots coming through to start things off for the CT side, but Ponchek and Sparrow trade right back, maintain control, and Big had the perfect counterplay, but they're unable to deal with the unrelenting force of Wisla Krakow. A pistol goes the way of the T side. Tizian waiting for his moment, sees 2 players, does get the 1 frag, tag on a second man, and they haven't checked tabs on the bomb train itself. 1 frag found, 2 frags found. Marcos suddenly alone, scoping in towards upper, now being a known entity for the CT forces. They've got bomb control, they've got rifles they can recover, and this one has fallen apart for Wisla now.
Yeah, Marcos can't really do anything here, can he? The only way he wins is if they keep just over-facing, keep giving him individual duels, but time is still so low, he's got to find so many more kills.
And against 3 AKs being picked up at a CT side. It's peeking back and forth, and all they have to do is just peek at the right moment, time it well, get the shot in. Molotov's going down as well for the T side to force players out of the T-Con angle, but these 3 members going to force forward the smoke out towards ramp. Tizian going to turn away from the flashbang, get Marcos, line up the spray against Goofy, nice and efficient. Ponchek gets that 1 trade, but 9 seconds here. Going to get that bomb back up, plant it on the site position. Dealt with by Sirison instead, the AWP picks it apart. Sparrow's got the save. And Big.
Tizian might just be making the aggressive play up for the Brown. Oh, Jedka's turned away. This could be the perfect timing in for Tizian. Easy opening kill, and he can relay over. Brown Horse is open. No one's here.
Got Bigger just looking locked on. Sirison finds the AWP pick. Back green.
Goofy's made a nice adjustment out from CT. Actually caught off Tizian sleeping a little bit on rotate. So bringing it back to a 3-on-3. This is a good position for the T side.
Now Sirson's got his back turned to one of the entryways in the bomb site itself. If the player at T-Con acts before Goofy does, then that AWP's going to be pressured. Sees the swing, gets the kill in instead. Back up to the back of the site and the AWP. Ready against the T-Con angle. 3 kills for Sirson. Despite the backstab working well for Goofy, it wasn't quite enough to actually get the round together. The AWP was able to deal with it. And now Ponchek, he's looked away, but Tabson caught by 4x3. So round to the board of Big.
It just feels like there could be a slight momentum shift now. B-side actually looking to come in.
Here they go. Jedka out. Finds Tabson. 5 versus 3. AWP is Sirson trying to look for his way back in at upper, but Ponchek peeks through the smoke, gets the kill. And now the B site looks confident from Wisla again. A third to the T side borders. Big have got to save. And again, Big struggling in these last couple of rounds. Now Wisla.
More nades out towards the B side. Actually seeing Tabson rotate over. AWP from Keto. Oh, misses the chance.
Thrown off by the walking inaccuracy. Two CT trying to make their way back up. One player pushing up from ramp could get caught off towards the brown holes, but a player that's up there, Tizian, actually finds that kill. Now it's all going to rest on tabs over the defensive. Knows that the player back towards back green. Shot on him, takes Goofy. Got to look up to red though. Jedka there with a quick trade. And Tizian now for the retake. No util, 1v3. Sparrow and Jedka are damaged up heavily, so they could be very tradable, especially the AWP facing first out towards the Ivy control. Tizian has got a lock on the angle, though he's got to be perfect with the first shot accuracy, and he connects it onto the first man. Now got to find the next two. Where is Jedka? On site. Again, could be easy to fall. Tizian's got no cover up on the utility. The flashbang coming over, turned away from. And caught off by Jedka on his peek away as he suspects him to peek out of T-Con instead, not to be. Thank you for your patience. Apologies for the delay. It seems like Ponchek's power is back, and Wisla are ready to go against Big. They are up against an eco round coming into round 12. Of course, the guns out of Bredy here for the T-side line. Keto does get that opening frag. Ponchek can get a responsive trade, and the Eagles continue to tap forward as Ponchek does secure a secondary kill in this one. Definitely a good idea to wait for him to get back in server, but Tizian and co are still holding contest. They've dropped that bomb in a 2 versus 2.
No, they've done a lot of damage in this one. Tax going up both ways. Leg shot onto Tizian, but Xantaro's still on the side. He is getting backstabbed in from Sparrow, though.
Oh, he's read it. The Deagle doesn't connect the shots. Marcos has looked away at the wrong moment. Utility been heard. Found the backstab. Turn around to the spray. Where's the second man? No idea. Tizian, his back still turned at Ivy. One-on-one scenario is wasting time.
It's all okay, though, because he's still alive and he might be able to get the read. Looking into Ivy, and Tizian is going to win the 1 versus 2. What great repositioning up towards the bomb train. The timing was everything looking back out to Ivy.
On the nade in the pop dog up in position. The flashbang coming out perfectly, blinded by smoke for Jedka. He still lines up 2 players, only gets the 1. Keto with the AWP to respond to 2 frags. Can he make it a triple perhaps? Leans into the AWP for AWP battle, does not connect the shot on Marcos. Knows that he's there though. Sparrow gets up top of blue, trades him back. Searson gets it to 2v2. Falls back behind old bomb because Ponchek is lurking in the midst of this smoke. The bomb has been dropped. The CTs might have eyes on it. Yes, Searson does. How does he win the fight against Marcos?
This is perfect positioning to come through from the CT side. They've got eyes onto the bomb. They've got the crossfire locked. I don't even know how they can deal with this Ivy pressure. Ponchek needs to be able to provide some assistance. It just doesn't happen. They're running out of time. Tizian can then swing. What a great round again from the big side.
Searson watching in the back lines. They've recovered from man disadvantages before, and Tizian is going to drop the bomb. That's massive. The AWP seeing what's going on. He'll take the fight against Ponchek, win it out. Tizian's going to focus on a headshot of Marcos and Taris, and Searson come in to support, and Wisla again leave it all to fall. Sparrow has found a backstab. He finds that 1 good frag, adjusting it against Xantaris though, wins the fight to return, and big claim 10. The AWP of Keto will look for the opening frag. They have born against him. Run boost, scene, flick, not connecting, but the AK falls anyway.
Taps him with that duel straight away out for the T-Cod position, allows that opening 5-on-4 to come out. And look how much far forward he's going! All the way out towards the IB fight. He's looking for more, Jay. He's still going to try and see if he can find his 3rd of the round, not to be.
Still got Xantaris up here, though, and he knows. He swings on Jedka. Wins out the fight. Oh, you better to grab the AK. Not like it'll matter too much, though. Rifles across the board against the Scout and the pistols. Keto picks up Goofy. Ponchek start position. This is an 11-4 half for Big.
And Ponchek just trying to see if he could win out a 1 versus 4, but even just some of these last few rounds, it's been an absolute joy to watch the way in which Big are playing.
And Keto picks up Ponchek to close it, 11-4 at the turn of the half. A wonderful CT half for Big on Vista's map pick, and yes, it is a CT side. We might do USP straight in, but Jedka seeing the heavy stack coming in from the big side. All 3 players in Pop Dog make their way in for the opening kill. And Marcos here to support Goofy on the site. They will be forced to fall back. They do find Keto at least, but Goofy heard by Tizian, and he gets the kill through the smoke with a sense and presence of mind. 4 versus 3. Ponchek gets it back to 3v3, and Tizian gets caught in the midst of the smoke. So now Wisla hold themselves in a pistol round. They get Searson as well. So it's all left to Xantaris, the star man, the big player for Big. Headshots on the first player, not quite landed the kill on the second. Marcos is very, very low, and Ponchek's been seen on site, so now he has info to both. But reposition from Marcos. He is such a low HP player, though. Xantaris getting closer and closer to landing the kill on the man, but not to be. Ponchek wins the fight and wins the pistol for Wisla. Goofy, mate, is going to get dealt with. Chance available for Tabs, going to go for the pick. He finds the kill in the end. A 5 versus 3, and Wisla are letting this one go.
Oh, they're so on the back foot. They've got to try and get into these fights. Marcos, if he gets caught out for running out for Connector, and for Ponchek and Jedka, this might just have to be a save.
Grab the M4, spray through, trying to get to Zentaris on the site. Jedka leaning up, Zentaris, when does he peek? Heard a footstep, peek out with an eagle, tagged up by the FAMAS. Going on a position here, they've got no kit, they've got to act quick in Tizzy and bails out Zentaris. Ponchek gets the trade, looks back towards Pop, gets tagged for 4 HP, and now has got to go back and save. It's gonna be a 12th for Big. That is disastrous for Wisla.
Imagine being Goofy in that situation. You're 3 and 14, you're looking out into T-God, into Pop.
He's aware of the presence in Brownhorse. They're going to rush straight up towards Upper. Jedka with his Eagle finds the first player. Can he find any more? Well, the M4's there to support it. Zentaris still turns around for the trade. Jedka deals with him, and now got to try and find the scout. The bomb has been dropped in the open. Keto's on site. Got to deal with them from lower. Needs back up with a third man who's waiting back at Pop Dog in case there's any backstabs involved. Smokes down Goofy, getting tagged up. Bomb's going to get picked up and cross to the site itself, but it's so far out in the open. It's best to go down towards Ramp, and Keto is found as well. The Krieger Tabson might buy in a rotation. That's exactly what they do. Yeah, nades coming in, bomb down on the site. Tabson, not aware of the Pop Dog player. Better turn himself around. Goofy gets the kill before that point. Searson close towards Stopper, being detected by Sparrow. Picks up the AK, picks up the kill, and Wisla pick up the round.
With the Glock round, though, there's no investments, there's no flash over the top, so being able to dive down into B, they're going to try it.
And they're going to get ripped apart by Ponchek. 3 kills for him. Tizzy in faces somehow gets out of dodge, but Keto gets dropped towards Upper, and Ponchek lands the headshot on the last man. So quadra up for him. And the bait play does work out for Wisla in the end. 4v3, 30 seconds. Big got at AWP assist and finds Sparrow back to evens. We go once again. Jumping out towards Old Bomb. Jedka getting caught off. Looked for the second man. Doesn't win the fight. And now Big take control of this. The AWP is waiting for more aggression to the CT side. I think the bomb's going to cross and just get planted though.
Oh, the timing for Sirison just when Marcos swings out. The time is so low, and now it comes to Ponchek to clutch.
Gonna go for the Wanda. Train spray, couldn't get the wall bang on Zentaris. Molotov at the ready for him, will try force him forward, and now the AWP's got it on lock. Searson doesn't look away from that one. Dive down's coming in immediately, getting towards Pop Dog, the SMG spray. Keto catches that kill, blind past the flashbang. AWP almost lines up 2 there for Sparrow. Zentaris finds him regardless, and Jedka backs off anyway. Bomb plant secured. Gap in that smoke for Jedka to work with. Trades back on tabs into a 3 versus 3. And the AWP Marcos misses back at Ivy. Tizian jumps up on the bomb train. Gets the kill. Marcos back green. Goes for a shot. Misses against Zentaris. And it's all left to Ponchek to clutch it. What has been a star man so far here for Wisla. But this is too much even for him. And we're seeing how well Big have been dealing with his anti-eco rounds. Zentaris, he hears them. Spray lines up to all 4 kills. Good night and goodbye, Wisla. Map and match point for Big to move forward to the semi-finals in a 2-0 fashion. Jedka cleaning up with the M4. Trying to get aggressive again against Tizzy, and flashbang blinds off both players. Tabson leans out of Pop Dog. They have no idea that Jedka's so close. Finally, they deal with him. The trade back to a 3 versus 3. Wisla getting a decent contention. His Sparrow setting up a backstab. His teammates have got to play passive, and the nades already against Ponchek will try force them away. They will look back towards T-Con. Searson's got to get the AWP pick in. Shot doesn't land. Sparrow gets the man advantage back for Wisla now. They've got to deal with the connector player. Ponchek drops the bomb, and it's all on Tizzy in 1v3. Wins out that first fight, but down to 16 HP. Got to tap up the head of the AWP, and inaccuracy hurts him as Marcos closes the round and keeps Wisla alive for now. Do they plant close for it? No, he swings back before they can even get the bomb plant in. They were going for a closed off plant, and now Marcos' AWP strikes from Upper. Keto Zentaris cleaned up as Goofy supports, and Tabson's left alone. Nice effort from Big. Tried to go for the dive out, but no eco around for them today. No bomb plant for them today. All 5 alive. Wisla at 10 to the board. Big. Marcos trying to watch every single angle that could be detected here by the T side. He's watching the tops of the trains and the ladder areas. Peeks out. The E-box cross. Keto gets caught. It's a 4v4. AWP continuing to swing back at Pop Dog. Marcos knows that he's there. Lands on Tabson with a secondary face. 2 kills for him. Top of the train itself, we look back towards back green when he catches Zentaris. He turns away at the wrong moment. Chance available! Zentaris looks back of his own, and Marcos with 3 kills. Searson and Tizian finally shine back to 2 versus 2, but player top of ticket move sees Tizian, doesn't land the headshot. The AWP turns it back. Ponchek versus Tizian, and the AK wins the fight. 16-10 for Big. At long last, they close it.